3, 2, 1.
And a countdown and a clap. And welcome to this week's edition of Driver of the Week / Employee of the Week. I'm your host, Eric Blankenship. Our co-host right here is Brian Hudson. And our employee this week is my favorite Hudson, Mike. Mike Hudson, who is your older brother.
I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. That's my other brother Daryl.
Eldest brother.
And he works in the interior department. Mike has been with us almost 4 years now, probably.
And I take full credit for hiring him.
I did it. And I can't undo it.
Well, I hired him. You brought him in, but I hired him.
Right, I recruited him.
Yeah, use the right term. You didn't
sorry.
hire him.
You're right.
You recruited him.
You're right.
Me and Jim hired him.
Right.
So,
right.
And Mike, as I said, is my favorite Hudson out of the three that are milking us here. He's my favorite. He's the one that does most of the work around here.
He doesn't do a lot of work around here.
But anyway, Mike works in the interior department, does cabinetry and laminate. And
he is the laminator.
He does a little bit of everything back there. But is there something about Mike you could tell me maybe that I don't know?
God, there's so many.
Well, I mean, he's got a nickname, Huckball, right?
He does.
What's that from?
I truly don't know. I don't know what it stems from, but I do remember as a kid, if you called our house, the house phone days, and the mama answered the phone.
Yeah.
And somebody asked for Huckball, chances are the phone was coming off of the wall and getting tossed.
Really?
She said, you can call back to this house and you can ask for Mike or Bubba. But you asked for Huckball.
Wow. Golly.
So they didn't. But for some reason, I adopted the name when I come through high school.
We need to figure out what that is, why he was called Huckball. Okay. And we can report back on that. That'd be one of those interesting things that we could report back to our viewers that say, hey, remember like 2 weeks ago when we talked about, here's a developing story. It's kind of, it makes it interesting for the listener. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so we had to break away and go find out.
You had to go to Florida.
Well, I had some vacation time that I was going to lose if I didn't use, so I went ahead and used it.
And it was approved.
It was approved, yeah. But anyway, we had to check out why Mike Hudson is called Huckball. And so done a little research, Brian. What did we find out?
I went to some of his closest friends.
He's got friends?
A couple.
Okay.
From the 80s.
Yeah, okay.
He was popular at one time.
I find that hard to believe, but okay, go ahead.
And my parents, it's a few funny stories. Matter of fact, one version is playing horseshoes out in one of the friends' homes out in the yard, just pitching horseshoes. And a tree, they couldn't tell me what kind of tree it was, but it was one that had the large, I don't know what version of, not walnut or
get to it.
The big ones.
Oh, yeah.
When they would fall, they would get bored.
Is it a horse apple?
I don't know what they are. They would get bored and they would toss them at trash can during matches or whatever.
I got you. Okay.
And they'd always yell, 4, as they yelled. Well, one of them fell off as he was pitching a horseshoe and hit him in the head. Well, the story, he was mad, upset, just furious because it hit him in the head. Well, they made fun of him and he called, one of those hackleberry nuts or whatever it was. So they said, what'd you just say, huckleberry? So at that point, every time one failed, they'd yell, Huckball!
That's a pretty good story.
But I also heard back years ago, Main Street was real popular, Portland pool hall. And he was great at pool. So they used to call him little 8-ball or something like that. Well, they thought, that probably doesn't sound like.
Huckball sounds
better.
Then
when the falling of the nut, it all blended, came through, and it was Huckball and it stuck.
So where did the name Dipstick Hudson come from? What people call you?
It's when Tim used to not be able to change oil.
Oh. So they call you Dipstick or him Dipstick?
They called me number 1.
Not very often.
Little number 1.
Not very often they didn't.
I'm known as Jacketless around town now.
That's true. So, Mike, thank you for all you do here at All Access. Again, I can't stress enough to you, I'm not playing You Are My Favorite Hudson out of the bunch. and I appreciate you're the hardest working Hudson out of the bunch too. So anyway, Brian, not to.
I mean, I don't take it as a.
You don't take it as a. Nah, I don't figure you would. Anyway, thank y'all for watching this week's edition of Driver of the Week and Employee of the Week. We're going to see you next week for another edition, right?
Right here, same place, same time.